Youorns. Greetings for the Watford fans. Omar here, and it's time for the Orns Friday Focus. Yes, late night Friday Focus here as Watford take on Birmingham at the Vic on Saturday. That's right, Watford looking to get their first win in almost 6 weeks. They have won just once this season in the Championship, and they will try to make it just twice this season against Birmingham, a team that are doing very well, flying high in fourth position in the early going in the English Football Championship. These Birmingham players are going to be very stubborn to break down the Vic. Watford will want to get back to winning ways very, very soon indeed, precisely tomorrow. After a 2-week international break that saw a number of Hornets away on international duty, Ryan Porteous amongst them, Ken Sammer as well. Ken Sammer's not going to get to play this game, I think, tomorrow. He suffered some kind of setback injury-wise during his international travels, which means you can expect that Jamal Lewis, who has been training well according to Valerian Ismail, will see his Watford debut finally, as I predicted after the international break. Jamal Lewis, I expect then, will start at left back in the lineup for Watford tomorrow. On the right back, you're going to expect to see Ryan Andrews in that familiar position with Jeremy Gacke coming off the bench to spell Andrews. And of course, you'll have the usual formations that you have. Expect that you'll see the home debut start for Rajovic. That will be expected. And on the right side of him, probably Tom Ince gets the start there, and Martins will be likely on the left for Watford. And of course, you know what the midfield's going to look like. You expect to see the likes of Jake Livermore might spell and come in here. You might see the likes of Kayembe. Who knows? You'll see Loser, I'm sure. TDB in the mix. They will all be a part of things, I'm sure, one way or the other. Kone will get involved as well. So you know what the Watford lineup's going to be like. Birmingham City are going to be bringing, of course, ex-Watford man John Eustace back to the Vic. He has been the manager at Birmingham for a little while now, and Watford will be like hoping to put one over on him again as they did last season in a 3-0 win at the Vic. It was a win that Watford were really fortunate to have in some ways, because Birmingham kept knocking on the door all the time at the Vic and didn't manage to get a sniff, despite the fact that they played better than Watford throughout much of that game, and yet still came out 3-0 winners. What will the score be tomorrow? What will the game be like tomorrow? Well, Watford, look, there's no secret here. A team that does not score very often, but did score 3 times the last time out at Coventry, will need to score first in this game. I think it's very important that Watford get on the board first. And if they do, I think you're going to be looking at a win. Now, Watford need to score early in the first half, and I think they will. I'll give it 10 minutes before you expect a Watford goal. Somewhere, I should say, in the first 10 minutes, Watford will score in this game. Now, what Watford have to guard against is complacency. They have to guard against falling off the reservoir, as it were. They have to guard against switching off. There is no time, no good time to switch off in any kind of football match, particularly these kinds of matches against teams that you need to be beating to get yourself up the table. It is early. 5 games in, Watford are on 5 points, still trying to find their way around, still trying to get a sense of what Val is putting up for them. I think they will get there in the end. I think it'll still take about 10 more games before we really can start to look at where Watford are. But in the meantime, in the interim, I expect a fighting Watford performance, and that's what they're going to need tomorrow to beat a very stout and resolute and high-flying Birmingham City Blues team. By the way, that is co-owned in part by Tom Brady. He has a share in them, in the ownership. So maybe you need someone like Tom Brady around to give you some inspiration if you're in Birmingham. But look, the bottom line is they don't really need Tom Brady. They're doing very well without him. Thank you very much indeed. What Watford need to do now is start to get wins on the board here now and get to grips with the system that they are still coming to grips with. Watford need to score first, and if they score first, I'm confident that the final score will be Watford 3, Birmingham 1. This has been the YouOrns Friday Focus.